autonomous and self-driving cars, it's the talk of CES 2019. The technology's great, but how does it interact? How do the users, the customers react to it? That's the big question. Joseph, Ford has been answering that. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your testing, what we're looking at this vehicle here.
Okay. We've been working with Postmates and a lot of different moving goods partners the past year in Miami. For those people that don't know, we announced Miami as our lead city for technology development and also the development of our vehicles and the overall plan for 2021. So at Ford in 2021, we're planning on bringing a full system of vehicles to the market. And in this particular case with Postmates, what we did was we were testing what is it like for a user experience perspective to actually deal and communicate with a self-driving vehicle. So with Postmates, they do delivery and delivery of goods, and we essentially worked with them to have customers leverage their platform to use our simulated self-driving vehicle here to do deliveries. And from a Ford perspective, it was really important for us to understand what does it take to solve everything that we need to do to have a really awesome consumer experience when we're delivering goods in 2021 when we come to production.
So did you integrate with the Postmates app so it's seamless for a customer?
Yeah, so we worked closely with Postmates, so we actually integrated with their app. And as the customers were on the app, they were able to see, and as they were making orders, if our vehicle was available, it would be booked. And then our vehicle would come to their actual location based on text indications. So they would get text messages, vehicle would pull up, they would be indicated to come to the curb. As they came to the curb, they would see this display right here. They would get an audio prompt, they would use the display to access their order, and then go ahead and retrieve that. So from our perspective, it was really important to understand what is that experience? Was it intuitive? Was it easy for them to use? Were they on the curb when we actually needed them to be? And it really allowed us to gather data, understand moving goods from a perspective of how do we want to implement that into our technology as we move to 2021.
And one of the things we talked about was this whole idea of Ford can offer kind of efficiencies in the sense that you can multi-purpose these vehicles, right?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're doing as we actually put this plan together, in 2021 we're going to have a fleet of vehicles that we manage, and we're really looking at the best way that we can really empower people and empower our partners to leverage the technology to bring efficiencies and benefits to them. And so we want to try to use these vehicles across multiple partners to really create an awesome consumer experience and really leverage that technology.
And one of the things that amazes me, this 2021 figure is not very far off, and I know that's mass production type things. So how can you innovate fast enough in a car world to make changes, to reflect what the customers want?
Well, I think that's a big reason for all of the work that we've been doing the past year in Miami and the previous work that we've been doing in the self-driving vehicle system is we know that we have to move fast, but that's part of our approach. So working in Miami, understanding what are the logistics and how do we operate, how do we integrate with the city, Miami-Dade County, how do we work with local officials, what are the learnings from our business partners, and then as we move to subsequent cities, as we announced DC last October, we can take those learnings and then we can figure out what applies to our subsequent launch cities, and it gives us an efficiency and allows us to expand at a faster rate to address what you're saying is like a really quick turnaround and making sure that we have a really good product when we come to market in 2021.
One of the things that's been a concern is, how does the average Joe interact with these driverless vehicles, and what kind of impact is that going to have on society? So I guess the question is, from a industry standpoint, do you see any of the learnings you're getting from this being able to be applied to the more general use case of cars driving around?
I think there's a lot of things, because you think about self-driving vehicle technology, it's an evolution. We're seeing it bit by bit in the vehicles that are on the road today, and I think it's no different here. So as we're defining and looking at how to develop the technology, we're going to try to cascade that across all of the products that make sense for the particular use cases that we're targeting for our self-driving vehicle technology.
Yeah, because looking at this screen, it's communicating to the customer, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's an important part. And even with this vehicle in general, what we've done with Postmates and our other partners, Domino's, Walmart, some of the local business testing that we've done in Miami, it's all targeted to understand what are the needs and the things we need to solve for to be really successful with our product. So what are those community needs? What are those city needs? What are the needs of our business partners? And what are the needs of the customers that we're servicing? And taking all of that information and feeding it back into our product as we design it and move towards 2021.
That's terrific, and it's going to be one heck of a service and one heck of a launch, I guess. So, Joseph, I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. CS has been great so far.